Is Vivek Ramaswamy angling to become Donald Trump's running mate in the US presidential election? The 38-year-old biotech entrepreneur threw his support behind the former US president on Monday night after ending his campaign for the Republican nomination following a disappointing result in the Iowa caucuses.
There is no path for me to be the next president absent things that we don't want to see happen in this country. And earlier tonight, I called Donald Trump to tell him, going forward, he will have my full endorsement for the presidency. And I think we're going to do the right thing for this country.
The brash and often outspoken Ramaswamy played heavily on his youth and political inexperience, rising to third place in the national polls over the summer across Iowa and New Hampshire.
You bring a lot of encouragement and hope for a young man like myself. So,
thank you, man. I appreciate that. Spread the message. Thank you.
Amid a slew of media appearances across US cable television and a relentless social media presence, Ramaswamy quickly became one of the most visible candidates in the early days of the campaign.
Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. He's so mad, but he won't.
Running in a field traditionally dominated by older white men, Ramaswamy, as the son of Indian immigrants, stood out from the pack by engaging in controversial and divisive cultural debates in a manner not too dissimilar to how Donald Trump first made the headlines during his successful 2016 US presidential campaign.
That's where this country's going. This is when the Great Reset comes to your backyard.
Our top enemy today, it isn't in the Middle East, it isn't Russia, it is communist China.
And the mainstream media can go through themselves.
However, despite his public backing for Donald Trump's vision for America First, and not to mention his staunch defense of Trump over his role in the Capitol riots on June 6, 2023, Ramaswamy's campaign began to lose momentum ahead of the crucial Iowa caucuses.
He was 17, you can vote in the Iowa caucus.
He'll be 18 in January, so.
Oh, awesome. You can, even if you're 18 a little later than January 15th, you still can.
Really?
But yeah, bring people your age out.
Ramaswamy's popularity within the GOP tailed off as voters began to back candidates with more political experience. However, despite his outspoken views about the leadership and direction of the Republican Party, his support for Donald Trump hasn't wavered.
The 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump, has yet again been indicted by the Biden DOJ, a political party in power that is now repeatedly using police force to indict and arrest and potentially eliminate its political opponents from competition.
Following his withdrawal from the campaign trail on Monday night and his endorsement of Donald Trump, Ramaswamy is scheduled to appear at a Trump campaign event in New Hampshire on Tuesday.
We're going to do our part to save this country.